Hollywood's golden couple no more. A shocking whistleblower bombshell has sent Ryan Reynolds spiraling into controversy, while Blake Lively remains completely silent. The internet is on fire, media outlets are scrambling, and the entire industry is holding its breath. For years, Ryan Reynolds and Blake Lively have been Hollywood's picture-perfect couple. Social media adored them, talk shows praised their humor, charm, and so-called unbreakable bond. From the outside, it seemed flawless. But behind the curated Instagram photos and witty tweets, something was brewing. There were always rumors, quiet whispers of tension, backstage blow-ups, passive-aggressive digs disguised as jokes. But nothing ever stuck until now. Then came the whistleblower, an insider, a former associate, someone who claims to have worked closely with Ryan Reynolds and his various ventures personally and professionally. Someone who alleges they witnessed behavior so shocking, manipulative, and toxic that they couldn't stay silent any longer. It started quietly, a cryptic email sent anonymously to several media outlets. At first it was dismissed, another troll, another fabricated story from someone chasing clout, but then evidence surfaced, audio recordings, emails, documents, messages, screenshots, and they were damning. The whistleblower alleges that Ryan Reynolds cultivated a toxic environment, one fueled by manipulation, intimidation, and a relentless obsession with controlling public narratives. From backroom deals to silencing former employees to allegedly leveraging powerful PR firms to squash negative press. Not even Blake Lively's image could shield them now. But perhaps the most shocking claim is that Blake knew. When the story broke, all eyes immediately turned to Blake Lively. Where was her statement? Where was the witty clapback, the Instagram post that typically diffuses any tension? Nothing. Silence for days, then weeks. And in the world of Hollywood, silence isn't neutral. Silence is deafening. Silence is damning. Insiders began speculating. Was Blake blindsided, or was she complicit? Had the years of maintaining a polished, pristine public image finally caught up to her? Sources close to the couple suggest that Blake's team went into full crisis mode. Legal teams were mobilized. Publicists scrambled to craft a response that wouldn't implicate her further, but the damage was already spreading like wildfire. The documents leaked by the whistleblower paint a picture of an entirely different Ryan Reynolds than the one the public knows. Contracts with NDA letters so aggressive they bordered on illegal. Private conversations mocking fellow actors, executives, and even fans. Emails discussing PR strategies explicitly aimed at burying negative stories, even if it meant threatening smaller media outlets or influencers. Behind-the-scenes footage of tense, heated arguments, not just with staff but allegedly with Blake herself, and most shockingly, documents hinting at coordinated efforts to quietly discredit people who spoke out, including former collaborators and anonymous Twitter accounts that had tried unsuccessfully to hint at the truth for years. As the story spread, Hollywood reacted, and it was brutal. Celebrities who once laughed at Ryan's jokes on red carpets began untagging themselves from his photos. Brands started pulling endorsements. Major studios held emergency meetings regarding pending projects. A list: friends like Hugh Jackman silent, close collaborators vanished. Even Blake's inner circle posting cryptic quotes about loyalty, truth, and the masks we wear. Twitter exploded with hashtags like #Reynolds exposed, #Where is Blake. Hollywood knew, fans divided. Some were in denial. This can't be true. Ryan would never. Others were furious. We believed the facade for years. How did they hide this? As reporters pieced together the timeline, a disturbing pattern emerged. 2018, a series of NDA letters implemented after an undisclosed dispute with a former assistant. 2020, quiet settlements with two former collaborators over workplace misconduct cases, never made public. 2022, alleged secret meetings with PR firms to monitor and suppress online chatter. 2023, multiple anonymous tip-offs ignored by tabloids. Until now, 2025, the whistleblower drops the bombshell. Every year the image got shinier, the reality darker, while Blake herself remains silent. Not everyone in her orbit is. A former close friend allegedly told reporters Blake always knew she wasn't some innocent bystander. She helped craft the image. She signed off on the spin. This isn't just about Ryan, it's both of them. Others hint that Blake had grown distant from Ryan in recent years but felt trapped by the brand. They'd built together a brand now crumbling in real time. The internet's wild theories. The internet did what it always does, it exploded with theories. Blake's been planning an exit strategy for months. Ryan's been paying people off for years. This explains why they've been weirdly absent from certain events. Check the body language in their last red carpet. It's all there. TikToks went viral breaking down interviews frame by frame. Reddit threads dissected everything from Blake's Instagram captions to Ryan's Deadpool promo tours. And then came the biggest twist yet. When scandals hit Hollywood, there's always one indicator: that things are truly collapsing. The sponsors run. Within 48 hours of the whistleblower's documents flooding the media, major brands quietly started backing away. A luxury watch company that had a multi-million-dollar deal with Ryan suddenly wiped his face from their website. A major beverage brand that had filmed a new ad with both Ryan and Blake sent out a terse statement: the partnership is under review. Even a major streaming platform paused an upcoming project starring Ryan, citing internal considerations amid unfolding circumstances. Money talks. And right now it's saying we don't want to be anywhere near this mess. For years, Blake Lively was seen as the untouchable, the queen of relatable elegance mixed with sharp wit. But now even that image is unraveling. Fans started revisiting old interviews where Blake dodged difficult questions. Moments that once seemed charming now appear calculated. Comments that felt playful now come off as dismissive or even cruel. A resurfaced clip from a 2019 interview showed a tense exchange with a reporter who had asked about rumors of toxicity on set. Blake brushed it off with a smile, but viewers noticed her jaw tighten. They noticed Ryan's immediate eye roll, and now it looks different. Suddenly people wondered, was it always right there in front of us? With the whistleblower opening the floodgates, dozens of former employees, assistants, stylists, PR interns, and even catering staff stepped forward. Their stories consistent and disturbing. One former assistant said if you crossed Ryan even unintentionally, you were blacklisted. Emails ignored, opportunities vanished. A stylist revealed Blake cared more about how things looked to the public than how anyone felt behind the scenes. A PR intern described, I was instructed to scrub negative posts from social media. I was told to fake accounts to defend them online. It wasn't just about mean comments or diva behavior. It was about systematic reputation management that hurt real people. With the whistleblower's bombshell, lawyers began circling. At least 3 former employees are reportedly preparing lawsuits. Media outlets that received threatening cease and desist letters from Ryan's team over the years are now coming forward with receipts. There are whispers of a potential class action lawsuit not just against Ryan Reynolds, but potentially implicating Blake Lively for her role in the cover-ups. A leaked internal memo from their legal team shows pure panic. This has the potential to cause irreparable brand damage. Immediate mitigation is critical. But in an era where truth spreads faster than spin, it might be too late. As the story gained momentum, attention turned to Hollywood itself. Did other celebrities know? Did agents, producers, and studio execs look the other way? A leaked text allegedly from a major A-list actor read, "We've all heard the stories, nobody's surprised, just shocked it's public now." Former collaborators admitted off the record that Ryan had a reputation for being a nightmare when the cameras weren't rolling. A veteran industry journalist tweeted, the real story isn't just Ryan and Blake. The real story is how long everyone protected them because it was profitable to do so. The hypocrisy was staggering. For years their peers laughed at their jokes, praised their couple goal status, and shared their content while privately whispering about what they really were behind closed doors. Ryan and Blake's PR machine went into overdrive. Bot-like Twitter accounts appeared overnight, aggressively defending them, attacking accusers, and spreading doubt. Several tabloid outlets published suspiciously sympathetic pieces framing the whistleblower as a disgruntled ex-employee with an axe to grind. Anonymous tipsters leaked stories aimed at deflecting blame. It's not Ryan. It's the toxic Hollywood system, or jealousy drives these accusations. But the internet wasn't buying it. Comment sections were ruthless. You manipulated us. For years, no PR spin can fix this. Bot accounts won't save you. We've seen the receipts. If this wasn't true, why are there so many NDA letters? Every attempt to regain control only seemed to pour gasoline on the fire. Just when it seemed the storm couldn't get worse, the whistleblower released one final statement. It was blunt. This isn't the full story. What's been leaked so far is the tip of the iceberg. If the smear campaigns against me and others don't stop, I will release everything. Full audio, full contracts, full video, try me. It sent shockwaves. People realized the worst might not even be public yet. Suddenly tabloids exploded with speculation. Blake seen without her wedding ring. Moving trucks spotted near their property. Ryan staying at a private hotel away from family. Insiders whispered that Blake was furious, not necessarily about the scandal itself, but about being dragged down with him. She spent a decade protecting this image, and now she's silent because lawyers told her to be. One source claimed, but others suggest it isn't just about optics. That Blake herself may face legal exposure if it's proven she knowingly participated in cover-ups or intimidation tactics. As sponsors fled, so did Hollywood. Ryan's latest project was quietly pulled from release schedules. A director who had praised Ryan just months earlier deleted every post about him. Influencers who built entire brands off stan culture. For the couple made dramatic apology videos we didn't know, we're sorry we ever supported them. An industry analyst stated it plainly, they're radioactive. No studio touches them until this blows over, if it ever does. The numbers spoke louder than any headline. 1.2 million Instagram followers gone in 48 hours. Reddit threads with tens of thousands of comments dissecting every scandal detail. Fan accounts once dedicated to the couple rebranded overnight. Instead of fan edits, they were now posting timelines of allegations, whistleblower leaks, and receipts. A former superfan wrote in a viral post, "I grew up thinking they were relationship goals. Turns out they were just really good at faking it." Predictably, the conversation shifted. Is this cancel culture or accountability? Do people deserve to lose everything? For what happens behind the scenes? Why are we shocked that celebrities aren't who they pretend to be? Talk shows, podcasts, YouTube commentators all debated the fallout. Some defended them, others pointed out the obvious: this isn't cancel culture, this is consequences. Just when it seemed the fire might die down, another former employee stepped forward. This one bigger, a high-ranking executive who worked directly on multiple projects with Ryan and Blake. They teased a massive drop. You've seen the texts. You've heard the audio. What you haven't seen are the videos. I have them, and if they try to silence me, the world will see. And just like that, everything escalated. The world froze. Social media exploded because the promised videos were real. Leaked to the public through anonymous online channels, the footage left no room for doubt. This wasn't speculation. This wasn't hearsay. This was Ryan Reynolds caught on camera. One clip showed Ryan berating a production assistant over a minor mistake, using language far removed from his charming public persona. Another video captured a heated argument between Ryan and a senior executive where threats were made about destroying the person's career. And the most shocking, a behind-closed-doors meeting where both Ryan and Blake discussed media manipulation strategies, including paying for suppressive coverage and commissioning fake positive articles. The internet's response was instant and brutal. This is career-ending. This is no longer just gossip, this is proof. For years, the mainstream media had tiptoed around the couple. They were clickbait gold. Positive press about them meant views, engagement, and dollars. But with the leaks impossible to ignore, even the biggest outlets flipped. CNN ran the headline, "Ryan Reynolds Scandal. A Hollywood facade crumbles." The New York Times published and exposed behind the smile, the dark side of America's favorite couple. TMZ, normally friendly toward celebrities, coldly reported. Leaked footage confirms industry rumors. Morning talk shows that once hosted the couple now dissected their downfall, live with body language experts, PR specialists, and former insiders offering brutal analysis. Inside Ryan and Blake's camp, absolute chaos. Legal teams scrambled, issuing desperate cease and desist orders to platforms hosting the videos. But the internet too fast, too wide, copies spread like wildfire. PR consultants quit, unwilling to attach themselves to what was now deemed unsalvageable. Brand managers emailed each other frantically, "There's no spin that works. We have to walk away." One leaked text from an executive close to the couple read, "This is a reputation death spiral. I've never seen anything this catastrophic." For weeks, Blake Lively stayed silent. But as the second wave of bombshells hit, the pressure became unbearable. A brief, shaky statement appeared on her Instagram story, "I need time to process everything that's come out. Some things were unknown to me, others I chose not to see. I am taking space to reflect." But it was too little too late. Fans weren't buying it. "You helped build this lie." Reflecting now, when the ship is already underwater, the silence was complicity. Her comments section was turned off. Within hours, the lawsuits immediate. 3 former employees filed harassment and defamation suits. A former producer launched a suit for breach of contract and emotional damages. Even a former friend of the couple threatened legal action for reputational damage, citing years of manipulation and gaslighting. Legal analysts described the situation as an unprecedented legal tsunami for a Hollywood couple of their stature. Court filings revealed even more private communications, including instructions to target whistleblowers with discredit campaigns and allegations of evidence tampering. As the legal fees skyrocketed and projects were canceled, the couple's financial empire began to fracture. A gin company Ryan co-owned quietly announced a change in leadership. Investors in Blake's side ventures pulled funding. Luxury properties were quietly listed under anonymous shell corporations. Financial experts speculated the couple faced losses in the hundreds of millions. This isn't just a PR disaster, it's a financial bloodbath. In a shocking twist, former friends began speaking publicly, not anonymously but on record. A fellow A-list actor said, "We all knew there was another side to them. We were told not to say anything." A former co-star confessed, "I regret ever defending them. I should have spoken up sooner." Influencers who once worshipped them turned, "We were lied to. And we lied to our audiences without realizing it. What was once loyalty had now turned to open betrayal." Then the headline everyone was expecting but still shocked to see dropped: Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds announced divorce amid scandal. The joint statement was cold, clinical, and devoid of their usual humor. "After serious consideration, we have decided to end our marriage. We ask for privacy as we navigate this difficult time." Speculation exploded. Was the divorce real or a calculated legal strategy to separate liabilities and protect assets? Insiders claimed they're not just divorcing each other. They're divorcing the brand they built. "It's over." Studios issued internal memos. No current or future projects with Reynolds or Lively are authorized. Talent agencies severed ties. Charity organizations quietly removed their names from donor lists. Ryan Reynolds, once the highest-paid comedy actor in the world, was now untouchable. Blake, once fashion's golden girl, couldn't get a single designer to return her calls. The blacklist wasn't rumor anymore, it was real. And then, the final twist. The whistleblower, whose identity had been protected for months, stepped forward, publicly. On camera, it wasn't who anyone expected. Not a disgruntled intern, not an ex-assistant. It was a former business partner. Someone close enough to have seen everything. Their final statement echoed across the world: "I didn't do this for revenge. I did this because I watched good people get destroyed for years. I watched careers ruined. I watched the lies grow. Enough was enough." And with that, the house of cards was gone. The empire of Ryan Reynolds and Blake Lively, built on carefully curated humor, charm, and brand perfection, collapsed under the weight of its own deception. The internet never forgets, and Hollywood only pretends not to know.